It's interesting. This started in the most mundane of ways. There was a tip to the state fraud hotline suggesting that the chef at the executive mansion had been stealing food. And so an investigation was opened of the chef. And when investigators went to go talk to the chef, Todd Schneider, about this was in February of 2012, he immediately said, you know what, you shouldn't really be looking at me. I know about something far larger going on in the mansion. And he gave investigators a copy of a contract from the governor and First Lady's daughter's wedding that showed that the wedding had actually been paid, his fee as the caterer, $15,000, by this man, Johnny Williams. And that's how it all began. Investigators started looking more deeply into the relationship between Johnny Williams and Bob McDonnell. It was a very close relationship, even though they met just recently. They met in 2009 while the governor was campaigning for governor. He was then Attorney General of Virginia, and they became fast friends. It seems as though each side had something to gain from the relationship. The governor and the First Lady were having financial difficulties, and Mr. Williams assisted them financially and also provided a sort of luxury lifestyle that they were not going to be able to afford on their own. They had invested in real estate, about $4 million worth of real estate at the height of the boom, and were having trouble making payments. There's an email from the First Lady in the indictment in which she writes to a staffer of the governor that she says, "We are broke," and says that she has unconscionable credit card debt. The governor himself talked to his children about the need to rent out some of those investment properties more, and according to the indictment, talked to Mr. Williams also about their financial distress. Mr. Williams, meanwhile, his company really wanted something from state government, wanted the prestige of state government, wanted to have the state employee health plan cover his dietary supplement. He wanted a variety of things. And so whether that relationship was criminal is what the trial is going to be to determine, but clearly both sides had something to gain. These are very serious felony charges. It's 14 counts in all. If convicted, they face literally decades in prison, maybe as much as 30 years in prison each. Because of the way that federal sentencing guidelines work, they're unlikely to get anything near that. But these are very serious charges, not a slap on the wrist at all.